Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I want to share with you another brilliant chess puzzle composed by Czech chess composer Josef Hašek. The task is to draw with the white pieces. You can pause the video and try to find the solution. Ready? Well, I have to tell you that the solution is actually very easy. I managed to solve the puzzle in less than a minute because very quickly I understood that I should make a fortress, and as a typical idea I had already seen in one of the puzzles composed by Hašek himself. The rest became very easy. But the interesting thing is that I had selected this puzzle in order to torture Stockfish 10, and I was actually very surprised when Stockfish managed to solve the puzzle. Here on your screen you can see the best move for white king b1, though the evaluation goes wrong. But first let's take a look at the wrong path. What if you try to win some pawns? In that case you can even lose the game very quickly. For example, if you go after black pawns, then black is bringing his rook on the h file and then is penetrating the second rank, and once white is losing this pawn on g2, black's g pawn is becoming unstoppable. Here is one of the possible lines. Rook g2 is coming, your pawn on c2 is hanging. If you play a move like king b1, then simply rook g1 check and then g2. This is an easy win for black. But now let's go back and see how is white going to draw the game. First, white is playing king b1 as Stockfish is suggesting. Now black has two main alternatives, either to play rook h8 or king g7. Let's first cover the line starting with king g7. Then now white is playing rook h6, a powerful sacrifice with which white is inviting black king to step on the h file to block it, after which white is gaining a precious time and white king is hurrying towards the g pawn. If now black brings his rook on the h file, then king e1 is coming, and if rook h2, then king f1. The pawn on g2 is protected, and now if you try to penetrate white's camp, then this is a stalemate, guys. Whatever you play, for example a move like rook g1, then white has no legal moves and this is a draw, and actually just no way to make a progress with the black pieces. If rook h2, then king f1. We have an impregnable Chinese wall and no way to make a progress with the black pieces. This is crazy, guys. Black is a rook up, but there is no way to win. But now let's go back, and instead of covering the line starting with king g7, let's take a look at rook h8. Then now white has to be very careful. If you play a move like rook h6 check in order to acquire the same strategy which was used in the previous line, then in this case you are a tempo down and black is managing to win this pawn and black is winning. That's why after rook h8 white is playing rook f8. Instead of sacrificing the rook on h6, is sacrificing it on f8 in order to gain a precious time, and that's actually a move which Stockfish was also suggesting. Oops, it changed the move. What's going on? Rook h6 was first played. Okay, rook f8 is finally on the board. Yes, the engine can understand this puzzle pretty well, and I am very surprised. Rook f8 is on the board, after which white king is hurrying towards the g file, and this is a draw. Like in the previous line, we have a draw, theoretically draw position, where there is no way to make a progress with the black pieces, and this is a stalemate. Another very creative chess puzzle by Josef Hašek. And I have to repeat again, guys, that I was very surprised that in this puzzle Stockfish managed to get the fortressing idea correctly and managed to draw. Though the evaluation goes wrong all the time, but Stockfish manages to defend very accurately. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this puzzle. For more puzzles, consider subscribing to my channel. I will see you in my next video. Take care.